Women wanted to know if they can still have a body transformation by eating one meals a day.
Just so I can recap the question, you're asking me, is it possible to have a transformation, so a physical improvement in your body based on eating one meal a day?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
The short answer to that is, in some cases, it's very possible because metabolisms are slightly different per person.
Mm-hmm.
However, for most people, that's probably not enough nutrition if they're doing the transformation based on training. So if they're working out.
Mm-hmm.
See, a lot of people who'll do the one meal a day thing are people who usually can operate for an extended period of time, feeling normal on zero food, drinking lots of water, but no carbs, no protein. Not something I recommend for everybody, because most people usually end up getting nauseous, they end up getting tired, they end up getting grumpy, so they get highly emotional. They don't feel themselves. Energy is too low usually in order to work out. So for the average person, I would say no, because you need to be able to fuel your body with enough nutrition so it has the energy and it has enough protein to use as a building block for muscle recovery and for better muscle production. And if you're eating one meal a day, usually that means that you've got a 4-hour window where your body's being fed good nutrition, because it takes about 4 hours for the body to break down that food. But after that, it's now relying on the stored carbs and the muscle in your body to sustain energy. And we don't want that, because if your body goes into a starvation mode, you could still not be hungry. You could still feel relatively normal. But by the time you do feel even a little hungry, that's usually the indication that your body's eating away at its own muscle to keep your energy levels sustained. So you don't want to feel hungry, because it's too late. And our goal is not to eat away at our muscle. Our goal is to maintain and build lean muscle while we were reducing the body fat at the same time.
Right. It's important because when I started my body transformation, I was given a plan, at least 5-6 meals, mini meals, right? So I wasn't on it. So, and then now I have women come and ask me, can I just eat one meal? Sometimes I don't feel hungry. I understand. I noticed that when I started this journey, even though there were times I didn't feel like eating, but then my job was basically to feed my muscles. So almost 2 to 3 hours, and I know the benefit. So
Right.
it's good to hear from you. So the rest of the ladies have an idea how important it is, even though they don't feel hungry. Most people say, "Oh, well, I don't feel hungry," right?
Right. And that's two different psychologies, and they're both right, technically speaking. But the only difference is that one way of eating is to help a person maintain themselves throughout the day. But that's usually not including workouts. Now, if you start talking about working out, so you're exerting your body, that takes a different kind of refueling. So that's when you have to eat more. They could be really small meals. They could be like less than the size of your hand in terms of meal size, but it has to be more repetitious. So you're constantly fueling the muscles versus burning them out.
Yeah, I mean, we have to have to eat certain amount of, gram of protein, right? If you're not eating, how are we going to sustain the muscles?
Right. That's correct. Absolutely.